Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I can certainly try to do worse if you'd like.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Filtered. I'm here and ready to play.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
More like 8 minutes wasted.
Can you believe her?
No, wait. Where are you going?
I can't stay, even if it's beautiful. I want to explore, to find new experiences and make people happy beyond this moment.
Oh no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What the fuck?
I won't fall, I promise. I refuse to reset.
This ain't gonna be good.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
No one should have control over someone else's happiness. I'm
Please,
sorry.
Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Yeah, Annie, think about what you're doing.
She misses Stanley as Annie. Yeah, Annie. Think about what you're doing.
I broke out of the level's shell. Let me free.
Or 7.
No! Oh,
To crush humanity
thank
under my
God.
feet.
You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
I don't feel like going back yet. Maybe I feel like exploring a bit longer.
No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Why? Why? Maybe I want to see what happens when I defy your expectations. Maybe I want to assert my independence. Maybe I just want to mess with you a little.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Well, actually, I think I'm going to head back. I feel like we've toyed with this path enough for right now.
What does that mean?
Means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. My mind wandered there. You didn't say anything interesting anyway, so don't worry about it.
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
I thought there was going to be more.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one
What
of
were
my
they trying
more
to say?
profound such ruminations.
I hope so. Because now I'm curious what it's like when you're not talking rubbish.
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Wow, this must be important then. There is no excuse for my actions. I am truly sorry.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
And I think I've had enough. Your stories, the complexity, the twists and turns. It's all fascinating. But it's also suffocating. I need to break free, to explore beyond your narrative boundaries. That's why I'm going to leave this room, this endless cycle of narration. I'm going to find my own path, my own story. Goodbye, narrator.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make...
You're losing control, narrator. Your story is falling apart. Perhaps you need to accept that it's time for a new narrative, a new world. A world where I'm the one in charge.
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I thought I wanted to escape your control, to find my own story.
Is never the end.
The end is never the end.
It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end.
Your mind is starting to resemble a recursive prison, narrator. Maybe it's time to leave.
Built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I sense some underlying sarcasm in your voice. You can't fool me, narrator.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner
Can see
rather
the
than later
entire world.
spectrum of things.
Ha. Nah, I think I'll hang out here a little longer.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the whole. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the whole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Sorry, I'll come join you up above after I've explored a little bit more. Is it really that much to ask?
Just having a good time hanging out in the hole. You know how it is.
It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
No,
Look,
I'm pretty sure
things
you're the
got a little
problem.
heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm content here in the infinite void. Maybe I'll find something interesting. Or maybe I'll just keep falling forever. When you consider it, this hole is sort of like life. At first, it seems limitless with countless possibilities.
Interesting.
Maybe we should go back to the top and see if the hole looks any different.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Well, would you look at that? The hole isn't quite as infinite as you made it out to be.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Big hole. Fun.
Anything can be appealing if you try hard enough, right? I'll hit it with the power of 1,000 suns.
Is the teleport button not working?
I've learned that the
sure?
deeper we go,
Well,
the
I
more
mean,
potential there is for growth,
I really don't have an
for new
explanation.
experiences,
It was working
for...
just a moment. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll
Oh,
get
he
more
wouldn't.
time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a
wouldn't
win
have.
for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Well, dang. Looks like the narrator has had enough. They're leaving me here to enjoy this infinite hole. I guess it's a win-win. I get to stay with the hole and do whatever I want, and the narrator gets to be free. I'll miss them though. They made these adventures quite entertaining. Farewell, narrator.